Alrighty, here we are. We've got Pam Wilson in the house. We should come up with a nickname for you, maybe?
I think Sean called me Pamster last week.
Pamster?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that to stick.
I was still kind of sitting on that
Yeah,
one.
all right. So drop in the comments below,
right.
or maybe not drop in the comments below, but we got to come up with a nickname for Pam.
Not Pamster.
Y'all saw the last video on the bike we built for Pam, so we thought we would go ahead and introduce. So let's start out. Tell us your name. What do you do for a living? You married? You single? Tell us about yourself.
All right, so my name's Pam Wilson. I've been in Memphis about 13 years, married to a lovely Memphis firefighter, just lovely. I have 2 dogs, Smokey and the Bandit, a cat named Carl, and we live out in the country with about 8 acres. So I do staffing for a living. If anybody knows what that is, we put people to work, temporary contract labor, so here in the city.
All types of labor?
Yeah.
Everything.
All the, whatever you got, we can help you fill it.
I love that your cat has a human name,
Yeah.
Carl.
He's a murderer. Straight out of Millington.
Hey, so tell us, to better get to know you,
Yeah.
what music was playing on your drive to the shop today?
Ooh, you're gonna embarrass me. So
You can also lie.
okay, yeah. So I love pop music. So I'm sure it was some poppy thing. Actually, it was Prime Country's Loretta Lynn, I think.
Hey, there's no wrong
So
answer.
nonsense, yeah.
Locally, what's your favorite restaurant?
The one I frequent the most is the Flying Saucer, which is, pretty regular brunch on Sunday. But I like this Salt and Soy. I like
Right
that.
on.
I like some tapas and some sushi and small plates to share with friends.
Only because you said Flying Saucer, I think I know the answer to this next one, but beer or wine?
Actually, it's wine.
Okay.
Kind of a wine snob. I love a nice big cab. The more and more I drink it, the more and more I love it. But a beer on a Sunday isn't so bad either.
Stemless glassware or glassware with a stem?
One-handed people, stemless glassware.
Spilling.
There's so much spilling.
Right. So sippy cup
Sippy
or
cup.
stemless?
You do get the water bottles you guys have here in the shop. Those would be perfect.
Right on. All right, post-workout, what do you go to for refueling? Are you more recovery shake, or are you more like, hey, I want a beer and a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
So I used to be beer and Chick-fil-A sandwich, and then I realized that wasn't getting me the results that I needed. So now I am protein shake, 30 minutes or less after I work out. Somebody told me that once, somebody that probably works here, maybe a coach or 2 of mine, and it is working. So your recovery time is better, your muscles don't get as sore, your performance is better, everything. So I miss the beer and Chick-fil-A, but it doesn't work as well.
Soon.
Yeah.
Moving forward, tell me, how long have you been competing as a adaptive athlete?
So I've had one arm since I was 21 and I'm 48. So I have been running for a very long time, and I ran races, marathons, trail races, and then 2017, a guy I worked with was like, hey, try this triathlon thing with me. And I said, I don't know how to ride a bike. I've never swam. And he got me into it. I did it, had a bike made, and it was a hybrid bike. And I did my first half Ironman on that hybrid bike. And somebody rode by me during the race and said, hey, why don't you go get a real bike? As I was going up, it was harsh, man, harsh. But I finished and I placed as a para-athlete in that, and that was 2018. And then I came here and I got a real bike, so.
Right on. Glad to know people are real supportive out there for you.
Super duper supportive. But that bike that y'all made for me got me through my 2nd and 3rd half Ironman and a full Ironman in Florida a couple years ago.
Right on. Okay, so tell us, speaking of racing, what are you preparing for? Obviously, we're doing this series on you as an athlete, all in this quest. Tell us, what race are you preparing for?
Well, a bunch of little races along the way, but the big A race this year is going to be Kona. So the World Championship race in Kona, October 14th, baby. Here I come.
And I know you're fundraising, and we're going to have a link below in the down in the description in the comments. But tell us, what are you fundraising for?
So it's the Ironman Foundation, Race for More Women in Tri specifically. So the foundation is the umbrella, and then Women in Tri, breaking barriers for the sport, trying to get more women, more para athletes, more people into it. The foundation provides equipment, lessons, reconditions pools for communities, parks, all the things that we need to get into triathlon that sometimes are hard for people to get, that maybe don't know about the sport or maybe don't have the money or the resources. So all of that money goes right back into the communities. It's a really good cause.
And do you have a dollar figure goal that you're aiming for?
Yeah, so this year I'm shooting for about 25,000 is the minimum. You know, as much money as I can give back to this cause, I certainly would love to do. So,
way cool.
yeah.
Tell us, okay, dive in just a little bit. This is really about you, but the bike. You've had the bike about a week now or so. Have you been able to spend much time on it? I know the weather here in Memphis has been interesting.
Yeah, so I took it out for its maiden voyage this Sunday. It was beautiful outside with gusts up to 19 miles an hour. So it was a little bit windy, but I got to do some flat, some hills. So got the fast flats, got the hills, got to go through all the gears. So cool. It was really, really a great ride. I was almost 2 miles an hour faster, just right out of the gate, than I was on my last bike. So it's really a cool build. You guys knocked it out of the park for me.
I'm assuming you haven't gotten a flat tire yet. I know we're actually excited for you to get a flat to see how it goes with the combo, but no flats yet.
Not yet. So it'll happen. It's not a if, it's a when, right? And so we did some practice runs about how to change a flat tire. I need to work on that one a little bit, or I'll be stranded on the side of the road.
Right on, we'll practice. All right, and to wrap up, so here at Victory, we always encourage riders to share their goals. We encourage them to do this, to share that with their friends, their family, so that they're held even more accountable. Tell us, will you please, in this YouTube interview, what is your goal for the event? Is it a time? And then tell me, do you have kind of broken down, what are the goals along the way, knowing that the race, I think you said, is October?
Yeah, so it's a long ways away. So for the race, I really want to have a better time. I want to have a PR. So I was like 15:48 in Florida. I would like to do a little bit better. The majority of that time was spent on the bike. So I think this project is going to help get me where I need to be. So I'd like to shave, 30-40 minutes off of my time. I also want to go out there. This is kind of silly, but I want to look cool. I want to do a good job. I want to encourage other people that maybe have something going on. Everybody's got something, but a physical disability or something to get into the sport. It means a lot to me. And I think it's really cool when I see somebody else come along and I can have a little competition. So my goal is to really get more people involved. And then to race here locally, support our local racing teams, get out there, be seen, do the right thing. This year, I don't know if kids are watching this, but this year is all about not being a dick and helping people get involved.
Yeah, no, you can say anything.
This year, let's be awesome. Let's do some good things for each other.
Way cool. Thank you, Pam. We'll be checking back in with you in about 45 days or so. We're going to come up with our frequency and follow up from this, but thank you all for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Pam, anything else before we tune out?
No, I'm looking forward to the next 45 days to see what I can bring back for you guys.
Right on. Thank you.
Yep, thanks.